everybody. I am going to take us to the past. And by the past, I mean the pandemic. During the pandemic, well, I must lead with this. Before the pandemic, I was a preschool teacher. Wow. I actually was the interim youth director for the YMCA Anthony Bowen in Washington, D.C., off of East Street. They laid us off, and so I had nothing to do. I just sat there. And one of my friends decided to put together a strip club, but not an in-person strip club, a virtual strip club. And I was like, how does this work? She used Zoom. I also learned at this time that a lot of gays use Zoom for circuit parties or other explicit shit. I didn't know that. But because she was also a dominatrix and also doing circuit parties, she knew how to use Zoom in this way. And so I decided, you know what, it's Friday night. I'm gonna pay a little $5 and I'm gonna check it out. And I sat there eating my dinner, watching my friends strip on Zoom. Seemed like a really cool thing. I kept doing it for a whole month, every Friday. Till one day the host and the producer and the creator of it, who is my friend, went, Gigi, when are you gonna get on here? I don't know, when do you want me? And then she was like, I'll text you. 2 weeks later, I'm at the virtual strip club called Sanctuary. And definitely it was a sanctuary. That first night, it reminded me of being fresh meat again at the strip club. You know, that night, you're making a whole lot of money because you're new. And I loved it. I made a killing, so much so that I treated myself to Denny's. It was down the street, some place where I grew up. So one day the producer was just like, so many people want to come to Sanctuary, I have to make another one. Why don't we do this one called Sanctuary Noir? Well, the way that this beautiful Italian woman spelled noir, it was the way that African Americans spell noir. And majority of the people that she had was 3 black women and 1 white girl. All the people that showed up for Sanctuary Noir that night, that first night, were all black. And they were like, who's Bubbles? Why is this white joke, get it? Who's this white girl here? Who's this white woman here? And we and the other host, the host of that night, went, we need to tell the producer, hey, you should probably just make this a BIPOC one. Make this a black strip club one. Next thing you know, me and my friend Eden X are gifted Sanctuary Noir to produce. So here I am, 6, maybe 7 months into the pandemic, and I am the house mom, producer, host, and DJ of a virtual strip club. I am so proud of strippers because we figured out the technology before Broadway did. We had it figured out. You were gonna pay us Venmo, Cash App, International, PayPal, right? And then we had a menu. If you give us $5, you're buying us a drink. You can also buy us a smoke of weed. And we had a menu. We also ended up having a champagne room because there were breakout rooms on Zoom. Smart, right?
Smart.
I loved doing Sanctuary Noir every 1st and 3rd of the month. It was my sanctuary, my heaven. I'm there by myself in this apartment because COVID. I had a wall of mirrors. I set up my apartment to have all the LED lights, everything, to the point that I worked so much that I bought a 55-inch television and had it mounted on my wall and had my pay codes all up there or a visual background. We were killing it. People had polls. We learned how to DJ. We did it all. And so one night, I finally get my first champagne room, my first virtual champagne room. How do I do this? Well, we set up the breakout room. The money has already been sent. Here we go. I go in the room, and mind you, I'm in my apartment by myself. The camera, no camera's on. The customer did not have their camera on. I tried to talk to the customer. Hi, how are you? They only typed back. Oh. I have 10 minutes. That's 2 songs. How am I gonna do this? There's no interactions where I'm like, what would you like? Texting back. Just do something nice and sexy and slow. Okay. I start and I'm like, there's no one staring at me. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I turn around, just have my butt to the camera, and then I catch a glimpse of myself on the wall of mirrors. And I go, damn, you look real good. This music is great. You're halfway through the show, you are what? 5 drinks in. I would always buy Andre, the bottle of brewed champagne at the corner store. It was $7. Of course, I'm saving my money. Anyway, had already 1 bottle of those, smoked some weed, and I'm looking at myself and I'm like, damn, this feels great. You look great. I'm not paying attention to the guy in the camera anymore. He's not there. It's a black mirror. It's a black mirror. It's a black mirror. And next thing you know, touching myself, I'm having so much fun to where it didn't matter who was looking at me. I was looking at myself. I was admiring myself. Mind you, I'm hearing my phone go off. People ask me, are you good? Are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine, I'm great. And it just hit me. I'm not dancing for this person. I'm dancing for myself. I've always been dancing for myself. I've always been stripping for myself. And it just made me feel so good, so real that I realized I'm falling in love with myself. I'm falling in love with myself over and over and over again every time I take off an article of clothing, every time someone books me, every time someone sends me money just to see my tits. I'm falling in love with myself. No one has ever told this beautiful black Afro-Indigenous body that they are loved. I didn't expect to cry on this. But it was just every moment I realized that society had put these stipulations on me for just being in this body and who I am. But they didn't know I'm falling in love with myself every time I strip. Every time I hear a clock. Every time I smell the money, feel it thrown on my body. I'm hot, I'm sweating, my feet hurt. Fuck this plantar fasciitis. My wig is staying on. I'm tired. It's the end of the night. The sky is breathing on me. I don't give a fuck because I am falling in love with myself. With every grind, with every how much, with every dance move. So, it ended. I asked him, was everything great? He types back, it was wonderful. And then sends me more money. And ever since then, like I said, I realized I'm dancing for myself. The audience could be dead, but I am alive. And so we finished off Sanctuary Noir when I moved to New York. We had one last episode, and I'm so thankful of the people who were guests. Brick House, Poison Ivory, Jeez Louise. They all stripped on that same tiny screen. with that same Zoom DJ. And I'm just so thankful that its legacy has been imprinted in so many people's minds. That was just a corner of the COVID world that a lot of people didn't get to touch. That virtual strip club led me to strip at Jumbo's Clown Room virtually. Shout out to them Silicon Valley boys, because they definitely love the sickness. And then it just also even got even more immoralized, having trouble speaking right now, because Cosmopolitan magazine featured Sanctuary Noir, and it had my name, Biggest Day. Gigi Holiday twerked her butt cheeks in the camera. And I sent it to my mom. And she was proud of it. So I'm just gonna say that while I have been in the clubs, while I have been a dominatrix, while I've been full service and all that, I've always felt alive. I've always did it for myself. And in that moment of that black mirror, I fall in love more and more. Yeah, that's it.